The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So you didn't pick up the first down on the short game, but will the analytics sway them to go for it here on fourth down?
I think the analytics say go for it, Reese. Every single time, every situation now. It's only 1 yard to go, short yardage situation, man. I'm going to trust I can get that yard.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it, first down and more. Gets it to the 46-yard line, first down for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Right on the money.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Back to pass, it's O'Neal. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road. You know, this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bond.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Using his feet to buy time. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Hilton. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the...
Touchdown, Badgers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Off play action. He lets it fly. He's got it all right. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Davis looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
caught in the backfield. It's Reader. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Zings it complete to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Rainbow Warriors will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I know that one goes for a loss in goal line situation, but this guy has already found the end zone once. I think the plan of attack on offense is to keep finding ways to get this guy the football. He's a difference maker. Don't give up on him here.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Warriors!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Tees. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's O'Neal. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Tees. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Tees. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the bound.
Turning it on! Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
To the air, it's O'Neal. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Grab behind the line. It's Reeder. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly.
And he's still running after the move. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. Got room to work. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Kick is in the air. Here's the return. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gonna run it. It's Reeder. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
He might want another play. Davis will throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Nelson.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Grab near the marker. It's Keys. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fakes to grab. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Wide out trying to get it in. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Badgers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Pressure coming. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on third down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's O'Neal. Grabbed over the middle, it's Glenn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a groove.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Gets it to him on the screen. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Badgers look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's Glenn. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will, finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Dances away. Touchdown, Badgers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Davis looking to pass. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He wants to change this route. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Quickly complete. Strong, firm tackle. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Here he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And they'll try to tack on 2. He wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's O'Neal. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Tease. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, he was able to make 1 guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently nowadays going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
The Badgers are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Williams. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's O'Neal. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going deep. And it's batted away, and fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Now on the move. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quick completion on the out. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you...
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. On the option. He'll toss it. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And listen, obviously, like this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback keeper. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Got it from 57. What a beauty. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air. It's O'Neal. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hilton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He's out past the 35. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Pulls it in, it's Jones. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.